Hello, welcome to this week's episode of This Week. And today we are going to discuss Dragon Ball Super manga and Boruto manga, latest chapters. And I'm going to talk about plot first. So basically, a recap of manga, and then I'll discuss. And spoilers, I guess. So let's start with Dragon Ball Super. So Gas is displaying some special abilities. He is frozen, or rather, he has made Goku and Vegeta's bodies extremely heavy, and now they cannot move. He used something like eyes, and like flash goes up, and the bodies are now heavy. Granola tries to attack Elec, but Gas interferes and saves Elec. And then Elec's a real dick, and he's talking about Granola not having any manners or anything. Granola is like, "You murdered my mother." Elec is like, "I decided to let you leave." What? What? So Granola tries to end him. Gas interferes and just attacks his hand. It kicks his hand. Granola is using like making a gesture of like pistol with his hand, both of his hands, and then Gas kicks his hands, and now Granola cannot attack. And Elec comes behind him and shoots him with a gun. Now, something like that happened with Goku, where normal weapons can attack god level beings, and they can attack god level beings when the guard is down or they are weakened. And Granola goes down, and Elec is like, "That was a long time coming. You don't mind, do you?" I finished him off. And then Gas replies, "I was no longer interested in him." And then Vegeta just lets Goku be the main hero by giving his energy. So it's not like Vegeta is warm up for villain this time, or or some fusion or something. He's like, "Here, take my energy, and this is last of my energy, and you should go." And Goku transforms into Super Saiyan Blue, and just straight up goes after Gas. And Gas is like, "You broke off my spell, I see. Good on you." Goku replies, "I've got no real reason to fight you. So could you just leave this planet already?" "Calm and collected, are we?" Gas replies, "No rage over death of your friend." Goku is like, "Oh, I'm mad. But anger is an emotion that messes with my special move." "I don't understand," Gas replies. Now, Elec here says, "Now that you know our plan, we can't let you leave. Begging for your life won't save you, Saiyan." And Gas is like, "You heard him." And his Gas starts dropping objects on Goku. First is like spiked walls that come near close, and Goku just flies up, and then the walls start flying towards him, and he throws them back at the villains. And Gas sees some ruins nearby, and he throws those ruins, and and then he throws a train at Goku, and Goku is caught off guard. And then Gas is like, "Thank you for humoring me with my toys and tools. I wanted to test my power." And then he says, "I wasn't expecting this to kill you. Well, go on. Show me the extent of your strength. As the son of that vexing Saiyan." He's referring to Bardock here. Clearly, Gas is pissed off about Bardock. And I see not even a hint of fire in your eyes. And Vegeta even comments, "What does that fool think he's doing?" When Gas says, "When it comes to combat, your father's fierce resolve was like no other. I do not sense that from you. Are you truly his son?" Goku is like, "I hit my head." Then says, I could never fall to one such as you. And then he tries to suffocate Goku underwater and attacks him. And then Goku frees him. And then Gas notices something, that the Namekian Monito, he's trying to heal Granola. And then that's when they realize that they should go after Namekian first if they want to finish off the others. Kind of like a Dende moment is about to happen, and Gas is going after the Namekian Monito, and Goku just catches him and teleports to a nearby planet where Jaco is on. And then Goku mocks his teleportation abilities, Gas's teleportation abilities, and then they teleport. And here's what I think it is. Goku knows this isn't his fight, but it is Granola's fight. And that's why he doesn't have that fire or whatever. And he's obviously pissed off about Granola, but he doesn't care, I think, about Gas and Elec. Even Granola, he just met and they were fighting at first. Now they're friends, air quotes friends. But they're not. Granola is not Krillin, where Goku is like, yeah. So Goku doesn't care that much about what happens to them. And something I noticed, like I said, Elec is big jerk to Granola. But what is Elec's plan? He's saying about he's going off against Granola and he's mocking him and he's being clearly psychopathic. Like, he should be grateful that I let you leave. And what is his plan? He doesn't seem like a person who would care about Gas, his brother. And in the beginning of this arc, he gets hold of 73 from last Moro's arc, and 73 had the ability to absorb other people's ability, and Elec has 73 somewhere stored on his spaceship or on his base mothership or whatever. And I think he's going to betray Gas. He's going to steal his abilities using 73, and he's probably going to betray Gas and maybe kill his own brother, because it seems like that way. And Elec is like the mastermind guy behind the scenes, and Gas is doing everything. But he has this plan about 73, and Granola will most likely be the hero of this arc, and Goku and Vegeta will be there as assistant, because it doesn't make sense for Goku to be main character, at least in this arc. And Goku teleported, and that's where the chapter ended. First he teleported to nearby planet where Jaco the galactic patrolman was, but then he teleported and Gas follows by teleporting as well. So where did it teleport? And that's where the theories of this chapter. First, he could have teleported to Earth, but putting Earth in danger is not something Goku would do. Although Goku has been somewhat stupid recently, so he might do that actually. So, what other planet? Wampa. That's where Broly will debut in manga, and Wampa is one of fan favorite theories right now on the forums and on the internet and all the discussions and all that. Wampa is the planet where Broly lives, and Goku teleporting to that planet, and in Broly joining Goku to fight Gas seems like a fan service and fan favorite. That's why. What about Kai's planet? Well, King Kai, Goku is not going to or rather gas is not going to explode and commit suicide. So King Kai's planet seems unlikely. Supreme Kai is lost relevance. What about Beerus planet? Beerus planet seems, if I had to put my money on this, I'll probably say Goku is teleported to Beerus's planet. And last thing that I don't think anyone is discussing is that Goku teleports somewhere near Frieza. And remember, all the Saiyans and Granola and all these Elec and Gas, they're all tied up at fighting each other because of actions ordered by Frieza. So Goku teleporting near Frieza seems like a seems like an option that most people haven't considered, and I think Frieza's debut is highly likely here. And but still, I'm putting my money on Goku teleporting to Beerus's planet. So in the last month's manga review, I said this chapter is boring or Dragon Ball Super is kind of boring. Well, this chapter, the chapter 81 that came out just 2 days ago, is less boring than previous ones. But I think it needs to explore other universes. Like, you have introduced World of Gods, you've introduced other universes, you've toyed up with, you've you've played around, and you have kind of little bit explored Universe 6 and Universe 11 and Universe 10 as well. But what about those 5 universes that didn't participate in Tournament of Power? They had higher mortal level compared to other universes, right? So what is mortal level? Are they more moral, more ethical, or are they more powerful? And considering Dragon Ball, it might just be that these 5 universes might be more powerful, although Jiren was most powerful probably. But I think these 5 universes, they should explore it. And that's it for Dragon Ball Super. Now let's talk about Boruto manga chapter 67, and I'll go over the plot briefly. And it's loading. Okay, so Boruto dies, and Naruto's like, this can't be happening, Boruto. Ish, this was totally unexpected, says Code. And Aida warns Code. I think this is beyond Yeesh, Code. Wasn't Boruto supposed to be your precious divine tree sacrifice? What are you going to do now? Move on. Nothing else can we do. Who'd have thought Kawaki would regain karma, much less kill Boruto? Don't take this the wrong way, okay? I have no intention of interfering with your goals. But I do need to say one thing, says Ida. Don't you dare even think about using Kawaki for sacrifice. I'll not allow it, period. Code says, well, I can't give you a response to that right now. I'll head back. Let's talk it out. And Code is all there like, I'm retreating right now. Acquiring power won't change anything. You'll never be free your entire life, Code says to Kawaki. Someone will always be leading you around by the nose. That's the fate you bear. I know it well. And then he kicks Shikamaru up. And Code says, later, we'll meet again. And he's about to teleport. And just at that point, Kawaki shrinks those claw marks using his karma. And Code cannot now teleport. And Kawaki says, seems you don't get it. You're in no position to arrogantly talk about other people's fate, Code. I'll eliminate anyone threatening Lord Seven's life, even my bro. So what makes you think I'd let you get away? And they start fighting, and Kawaki is dominating. Meanwhile, Shikamaru is like, Naruto, get hold of yourself. You're Hokage. Boruto chose this to protect rest of us. This is not time for you to lose your grip. And then Kawaki has upper hand against Code. Code getting away would be a big problem. Let's help Kawaki take him down. Naruto. And then Kawaki is about to launch his final attack at that point, like a blast. And that's when Kawaki is blown away by the blast that is launched at Code. What? How did this happen? Turns out Code summoned the little boy called Damon, and Damon has reflecting abilities. And Ada is like, Code, he just pulled Damon through without warning. And then Code says to Damon, sorry to have woken you, Damon, but I'm saved thanks to your reflecting abilities. And Shikamaru is like, what the? Who's that kid? Damon says, hey, you fighting Code? Who's the enemy? I'll crush them for you. And Code just teleports Damon back to Ada. And Ada is pissed off. And Code is like, I gotta get my limitus removed. You're gonna restore my true power to me, Amado. And then he teleports away. And Kawaki is unconscious. Shikamaru says, regarding Kawaki, how are you going to deal with him? We need to consider. Consider? What do you mean? Says Naruto. Come on, he killed his own comrade. Even given situation, he didn't hesitate at all. What Kawaki did wasn't his fault alone. Maybe not, but sooner or later, we might not have had any other choice but to deal with Momoshiki's power. However, the biggest issue is that he'll do whatever it takes for sake of his own goals. That's what today made crystal clear. And Naruto starts defending Kawaki. And Shikamaru is like, what should we do? Do we have to abandon him and lock him up somewhere? Village is going to have backlash. And Naruto is like, Boruto consider Kawaki his brother. No matter what he does or what anyone says, Kawaki is part of our family. Says Naruto. Is that how you truly feel, Naruto? Asked Shikamaru. Even now, you can really in your heart think of him as family? He killed your son. Naruto says, enough. So that's when Boruto wakes up. Who was killed? And everyone is surprised. That's rude, writing me off like that. And Shikamaru is like, no way. That's impossible. I know he was dead. He had a hole in his chest. And the hole is gone. And that's when it flashes back a little bit. When Boruto was dead and Momoshiki appeared in front of Boruto. Or Momoshiki's soul appeared in front of Boruto. Loss of my vessel will result in my soul's instant extinguishment, just like Ishiki. In addition to receptacle for one soul, a vessel also serves as its anchor to the world of living. You are my sole priceless vessel. I cannot afford to lose you for my own sake. For my own sake. And Boruto is like, all this was destroyed. And Momoshiki is like, I restored you using part of karma. And so what happened here? Momoshiki explains to Boruto that Boruto's Otsutsukification was 82% complete, and Momoshiki was forced to use remaining 18% to restore Boruto. So Boruto was 82% Momoshiki, and now he's still 82% Momoshiki, but is 100% Otsutsuki, just like Kawaki, but is not Momoshiki Otsutsuki. Is, for lack of a better term, Boruto Otsutsuki 100%. And 82% wasn't enough for Momoshiki's revival. And this was done only once. This cannot be done once again because 100% of Otsutsuki code is now extracted, and Boruto can be fed to ten tails by code, just like Kawaki. Boruto asks Momoshiki if his death is what he meant when he said to Boruto, "Beware, those blue eyes shall eventually take everything from you." Momoshiki says no and laughs like a villain. Ha ha. And he says that it is coming very soon. And he cannot explain it to him. How? He cannot explain it to him why. But it will happen. It is revealed then that Code has placed markers on Shikamaru to teleport to Konoha to get Amado to release his limiters. And what this chapter did, several things. Naruto's actions proved he's more of a father than Hokage, and he couldn't have done the air quotes right thing, that is to say, kill Boruto or kill Borushiki if Momoshiki was revived, and he was not ready to do his job as Hokage, and he's still more of a father than Hokage, which is weird considering at the beginning of the show he was more of a Hokage than a father. And he in this chapter Naruto basically didn't do anything. He just let the events happen, and Shikamaru is trying to convince him like, let's help Kawaki, and Naruto is just crying, and then tell me this isn't happening, this is a dream. Or he's clearly in shock, and he's clearly sad, and really in grief, over loss of his own son. And after Code was gone, Kawaki was unconscious, Shikamaru was like, hey, what should we do about Kawaki? He just didn't hesitate. He was extremely ruthless. Even though that was a part of the plan by Boruto and Kawaki, Kawaki did not hesitate at all. Naruto is like, Kawaki is part of family. This is impressive for Naruto, because in the last chapter, Naruto says to Kawaki, "You are the one who's acting like a demon," and Naruto was. We all thought, or at least most of us thought, this is where Naruto and Kawaki's relationship gets fractured when Naruto calls Kawaki a demon in the last chapter. But Naruto considers Kawaki part of his family, which was more consistent with Naruto's character throughout the whole series. And Shikamaru noticed the kid summoned by Code, and that is why Amado can give them intel on Aida and Daemon. And all this happened, all the interactions between Code and Shikamaru, and when Code was talking to someone else while holding Shikamaru hostage and summoning of this kid, the secret is out, and Amado is going to give them all of the intel. Now, it is said in this chapter that Momoshiki cannot resurrect using Boruto. That's what he says to Boruto. Is he stuck inside Boruto? Or is Momoshiki now the new Nine Tails? Or can he just take over Boruto and implant another karma on someone else? What are other methods available for Momoshiki to resurrect? We don't know. And I think some people are saying, yeah, Momoshiki's character development and whatnot. Maybe a little bit of that is there, but I think Momoshiki can resurrect using some other method. He still has some option left, and we don't know that option yet. So Momoshiki is still a threat. He's not the new Nine Tails, at least yet. And in the end, this is referred in the end of interaction between Momoshiki and Boruto, that all the conversation with beware, your blue eyes will take everything from you. That obviously refers to death of his loved ones and destruction of ninja world. Like, people are just hyping this up as like some big thing. If Boruto's own death wasn't taking away everything from Boruto, it's pretty obvious that death of his loved ones and destruction of ninja world is happening very very soon. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys very very soon. Bye.